what's up everybody? You're on Deck with Third Eye Cam. Today's date again, March 29, 2022, and the time right now is 16:51, 4:51 for my civilians. So I've been watching the situations come in all morning. About to let my Vivitar, my window at my apartment, get everything going from west to east. So I started this morning with all this. Today I'm going to be kind of dissecting. So we're looking at this section right here, right? See the sun? I'm going to concentrate on this section right here. See that cloud blip right there? In this whole lit up area? That is what it looks like to me, even through my eyes without looking through the camera. It looks like a big asteroid or planet surface. The reason why I'm about to dive in this today, I'm looking at the cloud pattern from what's lit up to this side to this terminator line where everything gets dark. This looks like the dark side of a planet, and it's going northwest. And you can see this whole lit up side now. A bunch of chemists came and tried to cover this up. So there, all the way back there, and you can see where that goes out, where it disappears. That's shadowing. Now back over here this way, that's a planetoid situation there and there. All right, so that's already passed, and you can see the way the clouds are structuring with it. All the way back, there's a chemtrail right there, going across that. All right, so back to this. This is why I keep saying, oh, and before I get to that, you see this land terrain. Now it's bright out here, so things might be slightly off because the sun, especially when I'm facing the sun, is bright. I'm trying to get on my point I'm about to make. I've been feeling like the sun is not 93 million miles away, and that we live in a geocentric universe, and that the sun flies around just like the moon flies around. It's in close proximity to the earth. The reason why I keep saying this, every time something comes up across the sun and it passes so-called behind the sun, and it gets to the other side, the structure is still holding as it was. The only thing that changes is the light that bounces across it. And I'm looking at this. Now let's dissect this. So we see this slice of where we see that crater looking deal in that lit area of so-called clouds, right? And then it terminates out to a dark area. And it goes all the way above my head. So I think either this, if the sun is that far away, that this so-called cloud, which is really a planet surface, is skimming across. Let me get that right. So if it's far away, then that planet is astronomically huge behind the sun, right? But if the sun is indeed not 93 million miles away, and we are in a geocentric universe, and the sun is closer to our atmosphere, closer to Earth, and this planet is passing closer to Earth, somewhat slightly behind the sun, and the sun is only going to light up a portion of it, and the rest is in darkness above our head. Let's go with that just for the moment, because I'm looking at how all these chemtrails are covering up the sky, like making X's. X there, X there, X there, X there. They're making multiple X's, right? And with that being said, why would you need to make all these X's across the sky? Because you don't want people to find out that we're in a geocentric universe and not a heliocentric. And then there's a chemtrail right there and there, still doing the covers. So I'm gonna stick with that narrative, just like until somebody literally proves me wrong, because these people first came out and said that we live in a heliocentric, but in the Bible it says when God made the heavens and the earth, that literally the sun follows a route just like the moon does, and it goes through the, this doorway to a different route, and then it gets reset for the next day. And because nobody can deny God, I'm gonna go with what God says, not what man says. Now it looks like this planet is shifting. And the reason why I have to add this map in, because I've gotten too many videos and seen too many situations where the sun is, or an object passes behind the sun just like it does the moon, and it still holds structure. So I'm gonna just go with that for the moment until I prove myself wrong. And I prefer to us live in the heliocentric, but look at this guy. See, he's coming through too. All these guys coming through, trying to keep you from seeing that a big planet is passing behind the sun, which will make the sun closer to Earth. Even when I was listening to MBB333, he was saying something about 93 million miles supposedly, and that was just yesterday, the 28th. And I was like, see, he gets it, or he knows something. So for the sake of saying 93 million miles away is not what's happening, the chemtrails are telling on themselves. The planets are telling with all these objects. If you keep paying attention, they keep telling. And I think they're closer to the Earth than what it is. And you can see the shadow coming off of that chemtrail past the jet. You see the shadow on the sky canopy, which are coming off. I've never seen clouds look like this, where it's a straight sonic wave that's trailing behind something. You know what I mean? And I was looking at a lot of my videos because I'm going to be reviewing a lot of videos that I've done. I'm going to review them on my computer, like a sit down, and detail things out to y'all that I'm catching, things that I don't normally do in my video. And I've been wanting to get up to this, but I haven't had time. I'm going to make time for that, because I really need to dissect this, man. This is like easy, but because people are lying, they're making it hard, because the masses are going with what the false pseudosciences are talking about. 93 million miles and space, the final frontier, and you know, and really sky's the limit for those that just learn of what's going on with this planet. I'm starting to learn a whole lot that a lot of my ancient ancestors had already written doctrines on the sky, passed down to them from what is called God. You know what I mean? And then here comes man chasing the devil's ass, trying to rewrite what is. And there's more chemtrails right here, see? So my planet's passing over, move it, starting to light up, see it? And now these chemtrails are trying to cover it up. And then my GoPro shows up a big planet. And I got my Vivitar running in my window pointing in this direction, and my GoPro. And I got my GoPro Pro on the stick, toggling around behind my phone, with my phone, giving a concave confirmation. And it's not too concave, but it's enough to show the true form of this planet. And that's why I have it on the stick with my phone. So both are catching this simultaneously. I don't come out here to do rush jobs, huh? Drinking soda, forgive me. And it's cold. So this is like the third official day of spring, and it's cold down here, y'all. I think it's in the 50s. No, it feels more like the high 60s, low 70s. But it's cold. So we see this cloud patterns coming across. My planet is passing behind the sun, and now this portion is starting to really light up the dark side that I couldn't see earlier. This section right here. And it's showing up in my cameras really clear.
Like so crack on the street show. I heard you say I never can. Oh yes I can. Oh yes I can. Yes I can.
Let me see, there's a lot of chemtrails. 1, 2, 3. That's passing over so far. Okay, so I know that there's a planet over here. They cover that whole area up. There's one above my head, literally. And it makes it hard because the sun is all in my face, man. So that dark portion of our planet is starting to get lit up. And I think these planets are beat to hell. They're really jagged. They probably have no atmosphere that we are used to contending with. Like on Earth, Earth has a nice little beautiful bubble around it, or on top of it, like a firmament, a dome to keep us, you know, in our human aquarium. And these planets passing over are more jagged, rough. Probably it's like an ice desert terrain, and it's got life on it, I think so. There's something right here. haven't done this in a while like I want to because the weather's just been flip-floppy. It goes from hot to cold, rainy, snowy, whatever. And yeah, that's not how I'm used to getting down. I'm literally feel like I'm gonna move back down south. I was watching Uriel's video too. He did a video with the sky, the sun, and the bandana. Y'all know it if you watch it. Love that brother. That's my brother, man. And big up Queen Zion. What up, True Zion? They live further down south and like they get more of the planets in their view, whereas up here it's like less. But I think this is my bigger planet right here, like literally starting to show up. And I think that's what they're trying to cover up. That's a leading object. Again, these planets are multiple. Everything is stacked all up on each other. And if Earth is below it looking up, and we're seeing a cluster of clouds that we can't make out, but when somebody like me comes around to decipher it, you should really pay attention because I wasted hours when I should have been doing other things like sleep, making money, doing whatever on different various days, not all in one day, dissecting this thing. So I think I'm a bit of a professional, aside from not having specific equipment like, you know, those domes where they get to look up into the heavens and all this high technology like spectral type equipment to look up. There's another planet passing right here at the treetop going southwest. And again, my bigger planets approaching. One is already passing over our heads right now, a portion of it. And the big one is coming up. You can literally see, I don't know if these are asteroids, moons, or planets, but you can literally see the arc. That's the pathway of the planet. And they're just literally covering up. See, another guy coming. They're just flying all across it, making X's. There's another guy. Probably can't see him, but I zoomed in on him. Using the pole as a checkpoint. It'll help me see him better. And he's passing right there. So, you know, they're sneaking in. And big up to them, they're doing a reason to save their own selves. The Earth is getting irradiated right now slowly. It's a slow process with these planets incoming. And people whose skin color will absorb more radiation and refract it are gonna get cooked faster. So technically, the darker you are, the more radiation you'll be able to reflect off of you or refract off of you. And the lighter your skin is, the more radiation you'll absorb and will kill you faster. Ain't that how it works? You see my big planet just slowly approaching at the rooftop right here from the northwest. And it's riding on this cloud too. See if I can zoom in on the sun. Hang tight. See what we can see up here. And by the way, I still caught this little star planet up here. It's kind of obscure today, but I've caught it. I hope all this like, especially that star coming around the sun, I hope that it's fake. I almost have to do that. You know how jacked up we'll get? These planets I get, they've been here before. I think Earth used to be a part of the solar system way back in the many thousands of millions of years. Somehow we got pushed away from it. And every 3,600 years it visits, and now we're at that 3,600 year mark. The reason why I can say that with my age, when I was, let me see, I'm 47 now. Yeah, when I was about 7, when I was 7, they said in 50 years, this thing will come visit us. So this is the initial start of it visiting us. But that was before my time. They said it was okay. So yeah, in 2024, 2024 I'll be 50. All right, so I'll hit the 2 quarters. And I ain't ashamed to say that, you know what I mean? Because I've grown gracefully. I'm a good-looking dude at 47 right now. About to be 48 this year, like literally in 7 days. Oh my God. I never celebrate my birthday, and that's why I stay young. But before I was around about the time I was born in 74, somewhere in between here and there, they said in 50 years, Planet X is gonna visit us. Planet X made the front page of Time magazine during Reagan's years in office. Well, that's been 50 years, people, ago. And now here we are. And now they're trying to hide it. I don't care about them hiding it. That's not my concern. But just don't try to hide it from the people, because y'all know some kind of destruction is imminent. The earth is probably going to reformat itself. You know, the surfaces of the land are going to, you know, roll over on some buildings and kill a lot of civilization. Like, let's be realistic. And what's left of man will start all over. Just looking at a big planet right here. Yeah, I'm drinking my coca. Big up the coca. And look at these guys. Tell you what, hang tight, let me check my cameras and stuff. I'll make sure everything's running. All right, so everything's running in there, good to go. Make sure my GoPro here is running, yep, good to go. All right, so like I said, you can see that right there. This planet right here. Sorry about that. See this planet right here, and it's got terrain on it. That right there, over our heads, back over this way. See them covering up this whole area. It's called this whole planet right here. All right. And if it's not a planet, it's a big ass asteroid, some kind of big heavenly body that's got pushing off a lot of cloudage. And you can see the body in the central axis of it, in the central somewhere. And look at this, more of these guys keep coming out. So that lets you know something's coming. Who's gonna waste all this money covering up just the sky? You know what I mean? They're not chasing just air. They're not just chasing clouds. They're creating X's so that you don't see this big ass planet coming. So they're cutting across the middle. There's this central point right there. I don't know if it's an asteroid, moonoid, or a planet, but it's there, right? And it's sitting on this cloud. Myself, Planet X Hunter, anonymous followers, we keep showing you this. Geoid keeps showing you this. We all keep showing you this. You know, we're not playing. I really don't have time to waste my own time, you know? I really don't have time to waste my own time. This is serious. Look, there's a planet way out there, or a moon, that cloud at the top. That's what passed over earlier. And all these clouds are in layers. Layers, layers, layers. Oh, there's a moon right here. This. I'm using my finger right now because I don't feel like drawing circles later. I'm trying to get this footage out as fast as possible once I finish recording. So I'm gonna show my finger and then jump away, get it out quick as possible. All right, so we see all that. And my Vivitar is catching everything going this way in my residence. And I'm out on the mobile. I'm out on the mobile showing y'all what's what on this end. I'm gonna keep this short because you know, it is what it is. But I just want to show y'all. I don't want to be out here all day. I got a lot of other things going on right now. So, if anything major should pop out, I'm gonna do my best to get it. Other than that, I'm showing you what is and what is to come. Y'all hang tight. Third Eye Kim will be back. Poof.